Hello guys, good evening and welcome back to my channel Copy with Whitney. Copy Whitney. Today we're going to be talking about copywriting in a general sense. So it has occurred to me that I have been showing methods, templates, how copy looks like, and I haven't really explained what copywriting is about. I haven't tried to I haven't tried to give like an in-depth knowledge a bit about what copy is about. So that's what I want to do today. So if you are a beginner copywriter, you have done an overview of what you think copywriting is and you're convinced that you want to become a copywriter, this video is for you. If you are also a copywriter but you have some challenges, you're confused, you're overwhelmed, just like how I am most of the times, this video is also for you. And if you're an expert, if you have any corrections, I am willing to take any. So with that, let's get into the video. So the title is Getting Started with Copywriting. Starting in copywriting can seem overwhelming, but today I decided to have a structured approach, a detailed guide to help you. So if you're a beginner, there are a few things you want to do. I think 10 or so. The first one is understanding what copywriting is. You have to do your research about it, try to understand what it is, the types of copywriting, what you think it can be about, how copywriters think. You're going to want to follow all those social media channels that have to do with anything copywriting. Let your eye pick it. Copywriting, basically, if you do not know what it is content writing with the goal of persuading readers to take action, such as buying a product, signing up for a service, or clicking a link. Meaning that copywriting is writing, is any type of writing. Basically, the continuation of words in a persuasive way to make you want to do something. Someone has to convince you, making you want to buy a product, sign up for a service, or click a link. It differs from other types of writing because it has an end goal that is making you want to buy something. It has a direction. Some people just tell you stories and maybe they want you to learn a moral lesson. Some people just tell you stories for the fun of it, but this one wants you to get something. It's from a buyer to a seller with the intention of you getting something, subscribing for something, linking up to something. Just basically, it wants you to do something. So if you're reading anything that doesn't want you to do anything, that's probably just content writing. But if you're reading something and they say click the link below, buy this, buy that, click here for this order, download this free book, all of those things are content writing with persuasion, which is also copywriting. So the next thing you're going to want to focus your attention on is developing the right skills along with this copywriting. The first one is writing skills. If your English is terrible, you are going to want to improve. If you're writing for foreign clients, which everybody wants to write for foreign clients because they pay in dollars, and most people, dollars is a good currency to be paid in. So most of these countries are paying dollars. They speak good English. If your English is terrible, you're going to want to brush up a little. The second is persuasion skills or technique. You're going to want to learn how to talk to somebody in a persuasive manner, decision making, how to, I don't want to say cajole because cajole will sound somehow, but then again, you're going to want to have to teach them how to get something, but you're not forcing them, you're not coercing them. Another thing you're going to need in copywriting is research skills. A lot of people will give you templates on how they did this But if you don't have a research skill, if you don't know basic information, you cannot fill in those templates because you don't know any other thing. For example, the templates that I have seen in this copywriting industry, they are mostly about eco info product. So eco info product in the sense that okay, they are mostly about B2B services, in the sense that people that already have a business want to help other businesses grow. So if you meet a client that is not in B2B, you meet a client in fitness or in health or maybe in real estate, how are you going to do it? So you need to, all these skills are very important. You need to do research, you need to be persuasive, you need to know good English, you need to know SEO basics. This one is good, but this one comes secondary. Understanding how to use keywords and optimize copy for search engines so that you can have an edge over other copies. It's good, but it comes secondary, I believe. Now, number three, learn the basics. When you're learning how to persuade people, persuasion techniques, you're going to want to learn this too. Know your audience. If you're writing for a fitness brand, you're going to want to know everything that has to do with fitness brands, their insecurities, pain points. If I was you, I would write these things down. These are the very, very important things when you're writing copy: pain points, desires, and objections. Pain point, desires, interest. Pain point, desires, end goal. Pain point, desires, obstacles. What is paining them? Like, what's hurting them? What's the one thing they want to do so badly but they cannot? What do they desire? What do they want to be? What's stopping them from that? That's the objection of the obstacles. You need to learn this about every brand that comes to work with you, or every brand you wish to write copy in. You're going to want to learn this. Another thing you learn is focus on benefits. Very important. What's in it for them? Like my teacher would say, Mr. Golibe, he would say, what is in it for the people that are reading your copy? Everybody's selfish. Every human being is selfish. Yes, there are people who are selfless, but nobody wastes their attention if they are not sure that at the end of the day they will get something from it. If they are not learning something new, or they're not getting a product which they feel has more value than the money they're about to offer, there is no way on earth that they are going to remove their money. So you also need to learn how to craft strong headlines. I did a video on headlines. Please go and watch it if you need more examples. But definitely, you need to learn how to capture attention with the first thing that has to do with your copy, which is the headlines. If you don't grab attention, your copy is useless. The next one is call to action. If you have, I don't know if you've experienced one of those copies where they're telling you book a call with us, at the same time they're telling you download a free ebook, at the same time they're telling you shop here. Like, it's all in one space. It looks too busy. So you need to know how to channel everything into just one call to action. Are we buying from you? Are we downloading a free ebook? Are we booking a call? Which one? Decide the one that is more important. Place it there. Know how to place it there. Know how to tell someone do this and do that. Do not come in forcefully because they won't care. Do not come in too weak because they'll think it's just a suggestion. So yeah. After that, you're going to learn the formulas. There are many other formulas, but I think these ones are very important. This AIDA is the foundation of all copies. It's the one that I think this one is for sales copy. I mainly use this if I want to write sales copy. Attention, interest, desire, and action. Grab the attention first with your headline. Create interest with talk or story. Desire, the end goal of that story or that talk that you're sharing with them. the end result. Okay, you lost weight through it. Okay, you were able to scale off something through it, you became stronger through it, you became rich through it. The end point of it, share it with them, make them want to desire it, and then refer to your product as the solution of it. That's how AIDA works. The next one is problem, agitate, solve. This one is very good with email copies. Don't get me wrong, you can also try this with sales copies or other ones, but I'm telling you what works for me. So email copies, you mention a problem when you're writing your copywriting, your copy rather. You mention a problem, you worsen the problem, the possible scenarios that could occur that are deadly if they don't handle that problem immediately. And then you tell them how to solve the problem, but with your product, with your service. The next one is features, advantages, and benefits. The feature of that thing that you know that they are looking for, the advantage of having it, how life would seem so better if they had it, the benefits of having it. Remember, always mention the benefits. Do not mention the feature. Do not dwell on the feature too much. Okay, your phone has a 24 gigabyte, is it gram? I'm not good with all those pieces, but basically the benefit would be, okay, it can fit in about 50 movies. So basically it can fit in about 50 movies. Yeah, so that is it. The next one is you're going to learn from free resources. Personally, I bought a course of about 150,000, and at first I was, after watching that course for about I think 2 months, I did not really value the course as of that time. But now I can boldly hit my chest and tell you that anything that you paid for, you pay much attention to it. Anything that you dedicate your mind and it takes your money, oh my goodness, you are going to be very serious about it. Unless, of course, you have so much money that you don't care about it and it's not important to you. But when you dedicate money to a cause, to a skill, to something, you're going to take it seriously. On that note, if you can only get free resources, nice. But if you can pay for a resource, it's amazing. Do not think of it in the short run, think of it in the long run. Because what I'm thinking about right now, what I'm trying to say now, is that most of the information that I know about copywriting, I got it from the paid course. Because if someone doesn't explain this thing to you, if someone doesn't become a mentor to you to take their time to explain most of these things to you, you'll be lost. You'll be lost forever. You will come online, you've seen free resources, but you still don't understand it. So that's why I'm dwelling on it. If you can learn from free courses and you understand, nice, YouTube is there. If you cannot, okay, so with that, these are the free books that you can get, or rather, the books that you can get. This book, this Adweek copywriting handbook, it's amazing. I have it. I would I would I would encourage you read it. I haven't finished it though, but I would encourage you read it. This one I don't have it, but I think for this to be suggested, then it's very important. So yeah, back to the courses now. If you can get this one, good. If you can get a certification as a copywriter, very nice. If you cannot and your portfolio speaks for you, great. Now, also try and join blogs and communities. No, I have this let me try and show you. Copy blogger. I do not have that one, but Neil Patel, I think I have him. Yeah, here. So this is it. I'm always looking forward to his copy or to his email. So I'm always looking forward to his email copy. I learned from him. So yes, join it if you can. So the next step is for you to practice copywriting. I would advise that at least for an hour one day, devote it to writing copy. Devote 2 hours to watching videos or reading anything related to copywriting, basically learning about copywriting, and then devote 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 1 hour to practicing. Because if you're always consuming content about copywriting and you're not actually practicing, you will be overwhelmed at some point. And this was my problem. I recently started practicing. For more than 2 months, I was just on the taking in content, watching 4 hour videos, 2 hour videos, 30 minutes videos. I was doing a lot of that, but then I was not practicing. So, this is a major thing. If you read anything that you understand, practice it. Create imaginary mock campaigns for products. Try, pick something that you saw that you liked. Take an email that you received, think of how you can make it better. Sales pages, think of how you can make it better. Keep it, gather them, divide, probably just make a Google Drive, create a folder, divide it, sales copy, email copy, ads, headlines, whatsoever you can get, do it. I have something similar. Let me see if I can show it to you. Yes. So yeah, this is it. So this is the portfolio I'm trying to build. My brain work, what I find, swiped files, what I believe are good. I keep them here. I try to look at them for samples, and then I'm still making like a better portfolio. So if I see any B2B coaching that I feel like, oh, I can rewrite this or I can make it better, this is supposed to be my portfolio for when I want to get a client, when I want to show my client that. So you need to practice. The reason I showed you this is you need to have something like this. Practice, practice, practice. Very important. So I think the next one is choosing a niche. I would not tell you to choose a niche as a beginner copywriter, because I feel like it would limit you. Because if you say you're doing fitness alone, if you're opportune to outreach to a client who is in B2B or maybe sales or marketing or perhaps real estate or this, everybody now is into selling courses, buying consultancy. If you're into fitness and you come across people that are just doing those type of things I mentioned, you're going to be lost, because it's a total different language. It's a different ball game altogether. So you need to incorporate all. So on Monday you can focus on health and wellness. On Tuesday you can focus on technology. On Wednesday you can focus on finance, e-commerce, everything. Just incorporate all so that you can function anyway. The next one, like I said, is build your portfolio. For those of you who don't know the meaning of portfolio, portfolio is an assembly of your created work. Those that you've done, those that you've done for clients, rather, those that you have done, but they are not actually for clients. They are mock-up work. That is the meaning of a portfolio. As long as it's good and is presentable in your sight and the sight of your mentor or someone that is better than you, then when you gather it and you keep it, that is your portfolio. So, in order to make a portfolio, like I had shown you here in my Google Drive, you need to create sample works for made up brand. You need to go to, if you can reach out to brands that are not really known, or even those that are known, you can reach out to them and tell them, okay, um I have a skill, a copywriting skill, which I would love to help you with your copy. This is not how to outreach to them. I'm just trying to tell you what I think you would do, but that's not how you outreach to them. So please do not go to any brand and say, "Oh, hi, I want to offer you my service. Give me your problems." No, rather you try to correct something, try to get into their personal space, make them see value first before you can demand anything. Even if you're doing it for them free, you have to offer value. So the next one is document your work to showcase a variety of skills, email campaign, this. So after that, you need to network yourself and you also need to market yourself. Join freelancing communities like Fiverr, Upwork, and TopTal. Optimize your LinkedIn, engage with professionals, join copywriting communities on Facebook or Reddit. Very important. The next is for you to set goals and be consistent. So many people give up so easily when learning skills. Many people are used to, oh, this is supposed to work for me in like 2, 3 months. I know this because I was one of those people. If you think that you're going to learn this and get your first client, like most of these people are telling you, in the first 2 weeks of working, well, God or maybe Allah is with you. If you are not a supernatural being or your chi is not that strong, then you're like the rest of us who are normal human beings, and therefore you will need to put in consistent work for a while before you reap results. So do not think that you will do this today and under any circumstance you're going to get it immediately. If you do that, you're going to expect too much from yourself, and when that doesn't happen, you are going to fall short of it. You're going to start doubting your capabilities, and you would actually give up on this copywriting journey that you have not even started for that long. So set minimal goals and be consistent with them. Okay, every day I'm going to try and produce 2 copies. I'm going to try and outreach to one person. I'm going to try and you know find 2 people in this niche and see if I could outreach to them. Those are like very tiny goals. You don't need to set a goal that, oh, by January I must have landed my first 10K client. For you, a beginner, it most certainly might not work. Now, this is it. Completing one practice project weekly, reaching out to 5 potential clients, studying one book or taking a course. Now, an overview of everything. Where to start right now? Read the book that I had mentioned, pick a product or service, post whatever you do, dedicate time, and hopefully at the end of the day, you will get better with copywriting. So, this was a summary of everything. I explained it, but I don't know if I went in depth enough for you. If you need more explanation, please do well to um comment, also like, gist me in the comment section, share if you have fellow copywriting friends who are into this business newly, and follow me on my socials because I post there a lot too. In the meantime, I'm so happy that I was able to do this. To the person who asked me for this, I hope I've been able to explain, and thank you so much. Bye till next time.